What is a collective noun? A collective noun is a noun which refers to a group. A collective noun can be a person, an animal, a place, or a thing. It is basically a noun for a group of people, animals, places, or things. Let's take a look at some examples of some collective nouns. Tribe, class, congregation, litter, gaggle, herd, Rockies, United States, Cayman Islands, batch, cluster, bunch. All of these are collective nouns. The problem we run into with collective nouns is the number. Are collective nouns singular or plural? Well, the answer is they can actually be both. It depends on the meaning and the context of the sentence in which the collective noun is used. Let's take a look at some examples of when collective nouns are singular. A dozen is probably not enough. Here you have the singular verb is. The collective noun is dozen. Here, dozen is singular because dozen is acting as a whole. The jury delivers its verdict. Here you have a singular verb, delivers, and a singular pronoun, its. This is the possessive adjective. The collective noun in this sentence is jury. As we all know, a jury is made up of 12 members. But here the jury is acting as a whole. Together they are all delivering the same verdict. So the jury takes a singular verb. Tokyo String Quartet is one of the best string ensembles in the world. Here you have the singular verb is. The collective noun is quartet. Quartet is a group of 4 people playing together, but because the sentence is talking about the group as a whole, as an ensemble, the collective noun here is singular. Sometimes the collective noun can be plural. That's when the members of the group are acting individually. Let's take a look at some examples. A dozen are coming over this afternoon. A dozen what? Probably a dozen people. The collective noun is still dozen. This time it takes a plural verb, are coming, because the members of the group are acting individually. The jury came in and took their seats. Again, you have the collective noun jury, and you have the possessive adjective pronoun their, which is plural. It's plural this time because the context of the sentence shows the jury acting as individual members of a group. The Beatles were some of the most famous singers in history. The Beatles is a collective noun. It is the name of a musical group, but here it takes a plural verb, were, because the Beatles are acting individually as members of that group. So as you can see, collective nouns can be singular or plural. It depends on the context of how they are used in the sentence. Guided practice. Choose the best answer from among the 5 answer choices given. Choice A repeats the original phrasing. The other 4 choices are different. Select the answer that makes the best fit. Here you have an example sentence with a portion of the sentence underlined. If you like the way the underlined portion sounds, choose answer choice A. Otherwise, choose from among B, C, D, or E which answer sounds best. Let's read the example sentence. The Environmental Protection Agency, created to encourage innovation in products and practices that use natural resources efficiently, have announced annual awards. Have announced annual awards. Here you have the verb have announced. It is the verb announce in the present perfect tense, and it is plural because of the verb have. So you have to find the subject and decide whether it is singular or plural. The subject of the sentence is actually Environmental Protection Agency. That, of course, is a collective noun because it is composed of individual members acting as a whole. Now you need to decide if you want a plural verb or not. Probably we don't want a plural verb in this sentence because we're not referring to any individual members acting individually, but rather to the whole group acting as a whole. So that would eliminate answer choice A. It would also eliminate any answer choices that have the plural verb have. And that leaves us with D and E. Both have changed to the singular verb has. E has moved the adverb efficiently in between the helping verb and the main verb. But that changes the meaning of the original sentence. So we want to keep the position of the adverb and change the verb to a singular verb. So the correct answer is D. Guided practice 2. Choose the underlined portion that may have an error. Choose E if there is no error. This is an example of an error identification problem. You're given one sentence, and 4 parts of it are underlined. Find the part that has the error in it. If you feel there is no error, you choose E, no error. Let's read the sentence together. The government have commissioned a study to gather people's views on the new housing policy. In this type of problem, you want to go point by point, A, B, C, or D, and look for errors. In A, the verb is underlined, have commissioned. This is the present perfect tense of the verb commission. Because of the helping verb have, we know that it is plural. So we want to find the corresponding subject and decide if that subject is singular or plural. Remember, verbs and subjects must always agree in number, singular or plural. The subject for this verb is actually government. Government, again, is a collective noun. It's composed of many individuals acting as a whole group, but it's given a plural verb. Sometimes collective nouns can take plural verbs, but in this case, you don't want a plural verb because the government is acting as a whole. It's not acting as individual members. So right off the bat, we find the error in the sentence. It is the verb that is underlined, have commissioned. So the correct answer is A.